It's hard to believe it's already been a full year since I started this YouTube channel. What began as a way to share some automotive knowledge has turned into a community of over 6,000 people, learning, commenting, and wrenching alongside me. In this video, I want to look back at the first year and what it's really been like, the pros, the cons, the surprises, the struggles, and what I've learned along the way. Most importantly, I want to thank all of you for being part of the OrtoTech Garage community. You've all been fantastic. So I started this OrtoTech Garage with one simple goal. I just wanted to share what I've learned over 35 years as an ASC master technician and a multiple shop owner. And I want to help other people understand their cars better. I wanted this channel to be a mix of education, a little storytelling, and real-world advice, not just fancy editing or clickbait. Just honest content that helps people save money, fix their cars right, and really appreciate the trade. It was about a year and a half ago maybe, I came up with this crazy idea. I wanted to do some kind of collaboration with my brother Brett, and I approached him with this YouTube idea. I said, hey, what do you think about working with me on a YouTube channel? I said, I got all this automotive knowledge in my head that I need to get out, and I think it's important that I help the younger generation. We can create some tutorials and videos. We can create all kinds of content around the field that's given me so much, and I can give back a little bit to the community with these videos. And for some reason, he was fully on board with that, and he brought a lot of technical skills and knowledge to the scenario here. He's a established photographer. He knows film. He's super smart with computers and knows how to do editing and lighting and all the important things that go along with making videos. And it's really been a great collaboration for the two of us. We've been able to work together on a lot of projects, and really got to know each other a little bit better because he's long distance and lives far away. So we're having a lot of fun, and we're having some struggles at the same time creating these videos for everybody, but I hope you guys are enjoying them. And I can tell you, when we started this thing, we didn't know where to go with YouTube at all. We didn't know anything about YouTube really, other than watching some videos from time to time. And it's been an extreme learning process. And I can give you a little background. I tried to watch as much content as I can on how to create YouTube videos, how to operate within the software and those things, and so did my brother. And we had this intent that when we started that we wanted to make videos that were probably in the top 50%. We didn't want to come out with complete garbage because we didn't want you guys to get turned off right away. Okay, so I want to let you know we started, we did a lot of research. We bought quite a bit of equipment to try to make sure that our videos were as good a quality as we could do right out of the gate. And I hope you guys have been able to see that and feel that and can appreciate that. We're trying to make sure the sound is right, try to make sure the lighting is good, try to make sure that we're in the picture as much as possible when we're talking to you. And just talking about some of the struggles of this YouTube journey is trying to learn some of this stuff, especially for me. And I can tell you, Brett was, he's well versed in a lot of this stuff, and I'm not. So I can take it even one step further. I tell you, I never even FaceTime anybody in my family on camera. So it's been an extreme learning process for both of us, as it would be for anybody. I'm sure any of you other people out there that are doing YouTube, you can understand what I'm talking about. Just a lot of learning going on, a lot of trial and error, a lot of experimenting on the fly, and trying to just really bring to you the best product we possibly can. Now, I can tell you, we hope to get a little bit better with each video. I tell you, it's just been over a year here, and we're still learning something every day. Just from trying to communicate with the audience here. We get a lot of great feedback from you guys. You guys are doing a wonderful job of letting us know what you think about the videos, what you want to see. You're bringing your experiences to our comments, which we love. I want to hear from all of you. I think it's been really great that you guys have been receptive to what we're trying to deliver to you, and that what we're delivering to you is something that you can actually use. So thank you for that. As far as equipment goes, I tell you, we probably bought some equipment that we really don't need. I can say we've got some cool tools and stuff that we try to incorporate into our videos, but it's recording is a process, especially when we're trying to record auto repair. And we're trying to give you unique angles and all those things. I could take a 1-hour job and turn it into 5 hours just trying to get through the video for you guys, so that when we finally deliver it to you, it makes sense. This is, again, one of the struggles, one of the things we've had to learn. And then, of course, after we're done with all that, I got to pass it along to my brother Brett here, and he's got to do all that editing. A 15-minute video could be 8 hours worth of editing just to try to clean it up, try to make it look presentable. Because at the end of the day, we want you to enjoy our product. We need you to be able to watch the video, be able to sit through it without cringing, without being like the audio was terrible, I couldn't hear what he said, and those types of things. And from a technical aspect, I'm trying to bring you guys this information and convey it to you in a way that is understandable, is relatable, and that you can actually use in your life. Because it's important to me that the information we bring to you is factual, that it's accurate, that we're teaching you the best way that I know how. We're not cutting corners and doing shortcuts and those types of things. So, I guess from an integrity standpoint, I want to make sure that you guys are getting exactly what you should be getting, and that's the best information that I can possibly provide. So I hope you appreciate that too. Another thing we've really been struggling with here is consistency. Now, we want to make sure that we're bringing something to you every week. Whether that's a tutorial or informational video, something related to our industry, something that I have of value to provide to you. The struggle is coming up with content a lot of times, and not that we don't have lots of content here in the garage. I can walk through the auto shops on any given day and film something, but we're trying to deliver it in a manner that makes sense. So if you were to go back to some of our early videos, we were trying to bring to you the most basic of information, and as we progress through this channel, over time, we're going to get more in depth with some of these subjects, and we want people to be able to follow along. So for us, it's about finding a logical progression in these videos where the viewer can catch up with us if they need to. In other words, go watch some of our older videos and bring them up to speed or where they need to be as we progress to something more difficult. So we've sprinkled in a few ideas of some things that are maybe a little more complex, but we try to deliver them in a fashion that's easy to watch. And I hope you guys can appreciate that too. We want to continue to build on this cycle here where we're bringing you different types of content, all related to our industry here, of course. And in addition to that, we want to inject a couple of things that are different to see if that sparks any interest with you guys. So that's probably one of the struggles here at YouTube, is just finding out what the viewer would like to see, obviously, because I'm limited in my expertise field, and we want to put it within that field. But it's also got to be something that you want to watch. So I know some of you might look at some of our videos and say, that's not for me. And of course, you're not going to watch every video that we've got. I'm hoping that there's something you can get out of all of our videos. One little piece of information. I used to do a lot of classes where we're trying to get up to speed on modern technology in the automotive field. And I always said to myself, I'm going to go to this class regardless if I think I know what's already in there, because I know I'm always going to get at least one thing out of it new that I can apply in my life every day. So hopefully you can apply that process to watching our videos as well, where you're picking up something new every day. Some of the challenges of working with YouTube are really just trying to figure out how YouTube is going to distribute our content to the people out there. And we have no control over that, really. I think if you guys are creators out there and you're looking at this video for the first time, you've gone through the same struggles or going through the same struggles that we're going through. We're saying, what do the keywords mean? What are the tags, the SEO, the title, the thumbnail? I mean, these are all things that obviously affect your video's performance in reaching the people that you want to reach. And at the end of the day, we obsess as YouTube creators here over what type of content we're going to create. And then we obsess over how we're going to deliver the content. And at the end of the day, I think it really comes down to the fact, after a year doing this, that we really don't have any idea what it is that we should be doing. So I think we've gone back to the notion that we just want to create something that's relatable for the viewer. We want our thumbnails to kind of be something that has something to do with the video. We want our titles to be something that you can find if you need that information. So I know for other types of channels that aren't educational or informational, you may be more focused on your titles and your thumbnails, and I think that's fine. For us, we're not so concerned with that. I think we've had some really fantastic growth on this channel. We did not expect to be at 6,000 subscribers after a year, and we've had over 1 million views on this channel, which is mind-boggling to me, that we've been able to reach so many people, and really without fully knowing what we're doing. So hopefully that's a testament to we're delivering a product here that people want to watch. And I think at the end of the day, if we've learned anything about YouTube and their algorithm and the way they deliver stuff, We just got to create that content that people want to see. And unfortunately, we don't always know what that is. You're going to have a lot of misses and not a lot of hits. And I think that's just the process. Either way, we're going to stay true to ourselves. We're going to stay true to the content that we're delivering, and we're going to stay true to the process. And I think at the end of the day, that's all we can do is control those variables that we know and deliver the product that we feel good about. For those of you that are working a full-time job like I do and trying to create this type of content with some sort of consistency, I can really appreciate your struggle. I've got 3 auto repair shops that I'm trying to run on a daily basis in addition to doing these YouTube videos. And I can tell you, my brother, my partner, he lives thousands of miles away. He's got to fly into town, and we've got to try to create some of this content for you and block off several days at a time in order to record some of these videos. And we're also fighting through some of the challenges of trying to record some real content here in the auto shop while we're working. I'm busy in my work day of trying to get some of this information out to you, and we're struggling with things like the automotive tools in the background. We've got parts delivery showing up in the middle of our film. We've got service advisors have to bring the clients out around the cars and when we're trying to record. And there's just a lot of struggles involved in trying to get this content recorded and make it clean and presentable for the viewer. So I know it's kind of hard to appreciate those things, but I appreciate other YouTube creators and the things that you guys are trying to go through while working a full-time job, because I can tell you there's no less than 15 hours that go into one video on any one of these. And I can only imagine that if you're a one-man band and trying to record all this stuff yourself and edit it all yourself and upload everything all yourself, it can be quite challenging. So kudos to you if you're doing that. So I can tell you guys, we are not even close to done yet. We're just now heading into year 2. We've got tons more content prepared for all of you that are sticking with the OrtoTech Garage. We want to do a ton more diagnostic videos. I know there's a lot of people out there who have been looking for some of that stuff. We want to get into the lab scopes, more of the multimeters, power probes, more mechanical diagnostics. All those things we want to bring to you in addition to a lot of the other content we bring in that maybe wasn't exactly repairs. I'm talking about some tool reviews. And while I'm talking about tool reviews, I want to remind you guys that all these tools that I bring to you are not just to make profit. They're tools I actually use. I'm not presenting to you tools that I won't operate with or I haven't had experience with. So again, I've got bringing it back to keeping it real with you guys. I want to make sure that the content we're delivering to you is actually useful to you, and I can't in good conscience recommend something that I've never used before. So if you're looking at any of that content on our Amazon page or anything like that, these are all tools that I have in my collection and tools that I have experience with. So feel free if there's something there you like to know that it's coming from me in a fashion that I believe will help you. Of course, we're going to have a lot more educational videos and a lot of fun videos too. I think we're going to head over to the SEMA show this year, and we're probably going to bring you some content from that as well. I think that'll be a fun thing to do. It'll give you an inside look to an automotive industry insider event that most people aren't privy to. So we're going to try to bring some of that to you as well. So keep out for year 2. We got lots of plans, and we want to bring you some more cool content. I really hope that this channel will continue to grow, that we can reach a lot more people. And I want to thank all of you for doing what you've been doing. You're liking our content, you're watching our content, you subscribe to the channel, you're sharing the content. All those things really is helping our channel grow at such a rapid rate. We had no idea we'd be over 6,000 subscribers in the first year. And I think we've got a long way to go, and we've got a lot more we want to share with the community out there. So again, thank you for watching us, and thank you for sticking with us, and we got a lot more to bring to you. So make sure you check out the rest of our content as we move along.